You're watching Skywatch Media News for the week of January 21st, 2019. Here's what's happening. A spectacular meteor explosion occurred over Hermanus, Cape Town, South Africa on January 16th. The trajectory of the immense fireball is shown on the heat map provided by the American Meteorological Society. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the meteor and the subsequent explosion was seen and heard across the entire Cape. The ground shook, windows rattled, dogs barked, and neighbors ran from their homes, fearing that an earthquake had occurred. The fireball created a massive flash of light that appeared to split into two sections, followed by a tremendously loud bang similar to a gas explosion. According to the South Africa Astronomical Observatory, the incoming object was most likely a space rock measuring around 3 feet in length that was detected by the Panoramic Survey Telescope Rapid Response System that is located in Hawaii. Initial analysis suggested that parts of the object impacted the ground, but the report has not been confirmed. Several days prior to the Cape Town meteor explosion, a brilliant fireball lit up the sky over Michigan. This home security camera in Byron Center was facing in just the right direction to catch the passing fireball. The video verifies several reports filed with the American Meteor Society of a fireball meteor that night. On January 18th, a fireball over Scotland was captured by one of the Sumburgh Head cliff cameras that is operated by the Shetland webcam. Local astronomers classified this object as a sporadic meteor, which classification is considered as a random occurrence, not associated with any particular meteor shower. As you can see from this photograph, the entry of the object left a long trail of smoke across the sky. Just recently, astronomers working with the Atlas Project located in Hawaii made a startling announcement to the world. Something violent took place in the asteroid belt, not far beyond the orbit of Mars. An asteroid called 6478 Gault was struck by another asteroid. The collision created a stream of debris stretching for more than 248,000 miles, which is greater than the distance between the Earth and the Moon. The collision of asteroid 6478 may have created an astonishing change, causing the space rock to produce a tail, now gliding through the asteroid belt with the appearance of a comet. Researchers with the Atlas Project have looked at the images of Gault from December of 2018 and from this month, and they have suggested that the space rock hit another object in the asteroid belt back in November of 2018, concluding that the tail would be the debris from the crash of the two asteroids. Now, no one is certain what space rock collided with asteroid 6478 in November of last year, or whether the other rocks still exist. What is known is that an asteroid with a tail is an extremely rare condition that has produced a flurry of conflicting stories as to whether it is actually an asteroid, a comet, a spaceship, or some other unknown cosmic entity. Asteroid Gault was discovered in the year 1988 by the famous astronomers Carolyn and Eugene Schumacher at the Palomar Observatory in California. For the next 30 years, the 2.5-mile wide space rock did little to attract attention. But now astronomers around the world are carefully monitoring this rock to see if it loses its tail. If the collision in the asteroid belt knocked it off course, then there remains the possibility that the object could be on a collision path with a planet, and therefore it must be closely watched. No doubt many of you were awestruck by the powerful super blood moon eclipse. The celestial event was observed by millions of people online and in real time. It is often said that the super blood moon will be a harbinger of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on Earth. On the eve of the super blood moon, a powerful 6.7 magnitude earthquake struck northern Chile. The quake struck at 10:32 p.m. local time with a depth of 33 miles, rattling buildings in the capital city of Santiago, cracking roads, and leaving hundreds of thousands of residents without power. This event was followed on the evening of January 20th with a powerful explosion of the Stromboli volcano off the coast of Sicily, where glowing bombs were seen flying far above the horizon at a height of between 500 and 800 feet. While the Earth was feeling the effects of the super blood moon, the moon encountered the effects of a cosmic visitor. A meteoroid slammed into the moon, creating a fireball against the backdrop of the total lunar eclipse. Several amateur astronomers witnessed the explosion. During the eclipse, Earth's shadow turned lunar day into almost night for an hour, allowing the fireball to be seen. Now, this may not seem that spectacular given the fact that every few hours there is an impact on the lunar surface, indicated by a bright flash, like the one that just occurred. The many craters on the moon's surface indicate a long history of meteor and asteroid impacts. But it has only been in the past few decades that we have come to understand the enormity of the lunar impacts. The key to protecting the Earth from future impacts depends on the existence of effective detective and monitoring strategies, which is on the agenda at the NEO Detection Conference being held in Germany at this time. In May of last year, an asteroid discovered in the year 2010 and as large as the Great Pyramid of Egypt crossed the path between the Earth and the Moon at a distance of 126,000 miles. Unnerving encounters like this become the catalyst for the continual observation of the impacts on the lunar surface and the continual monitoring of near-Earth objects. Recent observations indicate that the Earth is caught up in an epic surge in asteroid activity, where 2 to 3 times as many space rocks are raining down upon our planet and its moon. This is a time-lapse recording of Microasteroid 2004, a near-Earth object 100 feet in diameter that passed 27,000 miles above the Earth's surface on the 18th of March 2004. The asteroid was discovered only 2 days prior to its passage. Just 2 weeks later, another asteroid approached even closer to the Earth, coming within 1 Earth radius, or just over 4,000 miles distance. By comparison, geostationary satellites orbit at 5.6 Earth radius, and GPS satellites orbit at 3.17 Earth radius from the center of the Earth. So, it is fair to say that our planet is in a period of a relatively high rate of asteroid impacts that is between 2 and 3 times higher than it was many millions of years in our past. What planetary scientists have discovered is that the Earth and the Moon share a similar bombardment history dating back 290 million years. But no one seems to know what force is unleashing this barrage. It's probable that a collision or a breakup in the asteroid belt located between Mars and Jupiter could be responsible for the influx of debris cast out in space that is now traveling in our direction. Such an event could produce long-lived surges in the impact flux as fragments are slowly driven to escape routes by non-gravitational forces, which in simple terms would imply that we may actually be in the middle of an incoming storm of meteor and asteroid fragments. As you look to the sky in wonderment, you will come to the realization that the stars have always been there. They were mentioned in biblical times, and they have been a constant reminder of who we are and where we came from. Keep looking up, for the stars are somewhere up there in your future. They will guide you, and they will make you feel safe. Thanks for watching.